Here are some National Party women who, I believe this is 2020, it could be 2018, one of the two, who, remember the Pay Equity Bill Act was supported unanimously by everybody. It's feels a little bit like how all of these parties that supported all the moves to keep people safe in COVID were then the same ones that were going, oh, hang on, lick my lip, lick my tongue, feel, the wind's changing. Then all of a sudden they change their position. Even this feels more nefarious than that because they're only doing it for the money. They're only doing it under urgency because all decisions need to be made by Friday for the budget. It's the only reason. I'm sorry, you will never convince me otherwise unless you show me empirical evidence otherwise, and they won't. So here's some national women in 2018, 2020 talking about the amazing thing that they're going to support, which is the Gender Pay Act, the Equality Pay Act.
This legislation is hopefully a major game changer for the thousands of women in particular out there that are not earning what they should, equal pay for equal work, and that is what this legislation is about.
The dreams I have for my daughter and my grandchildren one day, when I have them hopefully, is that they will grow up in a country where the work that they do is equally valued and compensated equally to that of their male counterparts.
Well, sucks to be them.
And this bill sets out the framework that we will achieve that outcome.
I'm proud to stand in this House tonight and say that National will support this final reading of the Equal Pay Amendment Bill. And I'm proud that our party has contributed to crafting this legislation and bringing it to the House.
But I think it is important that we do look through the lens of history here. This is about justice and access to justice. And it actually is okay in a year when we're celebrating 125 years of women winning the right to vote, being the first country in the world, that we actually say we need to do a lot more.
I want to acknowledge tonight the Minister, Magenta, who has done an exceptional job. She did an exceptional job earlier answering our questions and done a great job shepherding this bill through the House, and I commend her for that. She's been outstanding.
I do want to say, though, this legislation of this type, and as I say, this is the third attempt at it, is a step towards achieving pay equity, and that is a significant contribution to reducing even further the gender pay gap. And this has been a focus of the previous government as well as the current government. That is an area we absolutely agree on.
Now, Chewie, there's been some conversations going on in the last 24 hours about how, a librarian was comparing their salaries to an economist or whatever they were. But this is twofold, like we said earlier. There is the comparing women's salary to men's salary doing the same job, and there's the societal issue of women being paid less and are populating those jobs that are more lower paid. And do you know who knew about that or who knows about that? The current Minister of Finance, because this is what she said about that exact thing.
We support the simple concept that people should be paid the same for the same work, regardless of their gender.
True.
And we support the equally important concept that if someone has been doing work and there are reasonable grounds to believe that that work has been undervalued or historically undervalued based on their gender and has been underpaid because of that, then they should be able to make a pay equity claim.
Historically undervalued based on their gender. That's not comparing job to job. That's comparing society to historic inconsistencies with how we value jobs. She knew it, she said it, and now they want the cash back. It's as simple as that. Chewie, I've got one more thing I want to say about that last video, but do you have anything first you want to get in there?
Yeah, I'd just like to really support the very sage words that Comrade Nicola Willis had to say there. I would like to see her fist fight her future self in the parliamentary food court. I was going to say forecourt, but then I thought, no, food fight would be better.